RTV at realtourvision.com. My name is Chad, and in this video we're going to be going over the floor plan editor. Now to get to the floor plan editor, go ahead and open up one of your projects, scroll down, and under Project Tools, there is the floor plan editor here. Now when you come in here for the first time for a new project, you'll notice that you don't have any floor plans available yet. So let's go ahead and upload some. Scrolling back up, click on Upload Floor Plans. Now you'll have a couple ways of adding floor plans. One of them is to add them directly from your device. You can either use the browse feature or you can drag and drop your images or your floor plans directly into here. Or you can use the import feature, which will pull from Kubicasa if you have your Kubicasa account connected to RTV. And there is a tutorial on how to do this in the help section. Let's go ahead and just drag and drop an image to start. Keep in mind with PNG files, PNG supports transparency, but just because it is PNG does not mean that the image itself is transparent. And I'll demonstrate that here in a little bit. So we'll go ahead and hit upload. And now this floor plan I uploaded is a transparent image that is PNG. And so that's why you can see this background right through it. Now we'll go back, we'll click on Upload Floor Plans, and let's do this from Kubicasa now. And for Kubicasa, it's going to look on the Kubicasa account, match the address you have for your project here. So it found a match, and it gives us some options here. So we can either go without dimensions or with dimensions, and you can choose the JPEG or the PNG types, or both. Or you could just select all of the above. That's up to you. But these ones right here are not set up on the Kubicasa side to be transparent. So if we select the PNG and we import this, let's go back down here. Looks like that's processing, so we'll give it a minute. And if we scroll back down, looks like that's all set. We'll click the green arrow to load it above, and then it will automatically move up the page. And this is where you can see the white background. So this is a PNG image, but it is not transparent itself. So if you are trying to upload a transparent version of your floor plan from Kubicasa, you'll need to make sure that your Kubicasa settings are adjusted to do just that. But let's go ahead and continue here. So we'll go ahead and scroll back down. We're going to load the transparent version here. And if we come back up, we'll notice right above here, we'll have a few options in regards to the virtual tour floor plan display settings. We have the floor plan style with pull-out, layover, or split screen, and the split screen being a 30, 40, or 50%. And essentially that's just how much of the screen the floor plan will occupy. So you can have it as far as taking up half of the screen. For this demonstration, we'll just do the pull-out. And here we have the floor plan direction, left or right. So if it'll be on this side or this side. Floor plan status, it's going to be open or closed. So whether or not you'll have to maximize it to see the floor plan, or when it comes up to the media that's hot spotted onto the floor plan, whether or not it'll automatically be out. Floor plan icon, so right now it's at target. We'll go ahead and set this to camera, but you also have dot here. And then we have the floor plan icon size, tiny all the way to large, and floor plan background color. So I have gray, black, white, and transparent. And so just keep in mind that if you're using a transparent background and you want it over top of your floor plan, you want to set this to transparency. Now, if you're using the split screen version, technically the whole screen actually pushes over, and so the background would probably default be black. So you might want to end up choosing something that's either one of these other options here, and then that way your floor plan stands out from there. So we're going to go ahead and set this to transparent because we're using the pullout. And you'll notice you'll get this little attention here trying to acknowledge the transparency effect for this type of setting here. Now if we scroll down, we'll have display enabled scenes 4. And so right here, depending on what you set this for, it's going to only show you down here what toggles are activated for these different areas. So let's go ahead and switch this back to branded virtual tour. And if we go back to the Media Manager, there are these toggles here for show unbranded tour, show a non-branded tour, and these are all on. So no matter what I set that drop down to, it's going to display those. But let's say for this one, I turn it off for show unbranded tour and hit save. Now, if we go back to the floor plan editor, we scroll down, we'll see that switching this to the non-branded, that image reappears. But because we have it on the branded virtual tour, because we can't utilize it, it takes it out of our site, and that way it creates less clutter and makes it a little less confusing for what we can use and apply to this floor plan. Now, scrolling down a little bit further, I already showed you what happens when you click this. It loads the floor plan above. You can also delete the floor plans from here, and you can even edit the floor plans clicking here. And you'll see a variety of options along the side here, including crop, filter, fine tune, annotate, frame, redact, and resize. We're going to go ahead and skip this for now, but just so you know it is there, and you can even view the image from here. Because this is transparent, you can see right through it. If we were to view this one, you can clearly see it is not transparent. So now let's go ahead and add some hotspots. So if I click the green plus button here, it's going to add this point right here, this target point. And because I didn't hit save earlier, my settings switched back. So let's go ahead and switch these back over to what I wanted it to be. And now I'm going to hit save. There we go. Now it's the camera icon, and that is all set there. Next up, we're going to add a 360 panel. So I'm going to click this green plus button here, and you'll notice these little icons changed. So like these are for stills, and these arrows pointing left and right, those are for panos. And you can even filter them right here. So you can click all, panos, still photos, and you can even tag videos in here. Let's go ahead and leave it at all, and we will add this panel right here. Now we'll move it down, and if we click on it again, we'll get this little icon. If we click the green arrow, now we can see inside of the panel. We spin this little radar right here. We can point it in different directions. So let's say if we're inside of this room and we need this radar to point this way to represent the direction we're looking. So we click calibrate radar. We can grab this radar again, move it in the right position, let go, and then we'll just go ahead, close the preview, and I'm going to go ahead and hit save. Now that radar is calibrated for that direction. Just to show you, click back into it, and there it is. It's pointing in that direction properly. You can even hide the radar toggling this off here as well, but we'll go ahead and leave it as is for now. Now moving on, let's go ahead and load this floor plan right here. And we'll throw a hotspot on it as well, just to still. And then I'm going to show you what this will look like in the virtual tour next. So I'll just move this on over here, leave it there, and hit save. And then we'll come on over here to the View Virtual Tour and load that up. As you can see, the floor plan is right here along the side. You can see through it. If you hit this X, it'll move on over, but you can maximize it back out by clicking that little icon there. And there's even a drop down here with the names of your floor plans as well. And they can switch between them just by clicking these. You can additionally view these floor plans on the property website. So let's go ahead and load that up. All right, now if we scroll down here, we'll see the floor plan right here. And you can switch between the floor plans by clicking on these points of the names. If you click the image, it will load up the image that we applied that hotspot to, as well as the panel here that we can now pivot around. If there's any hotspots that you need to remove from here, you can go ahead and switch back over to your floor plan editor. You can either click on the hotspot, hit the X. Are you sure you want to delete this hotspot? Hit OK. And it will remove it from here. Or additionally, you can just hit the X next to the image down here, just like this. And then once you do that, just hit save. And you are all set. Lastly, what you can do is you can actually change the names of the floor plans on how they're displayed on the virtual tour and the property website. Doing that right in here. So if we switch on over, as you can see, it's a little cumbersome and reads awkwardly with the original file names. So coming back over here, just highlight it, say top floor, and we'll just call this one the bottom floor. Hit save, refresh, and that looks much cleaner. So yeah, you could change the names however you want from here. Now, if you need to adjust any settings specific to the property website for the floor plans, you can click here, and you'll see there's additional options here inside the property website settings. But that is it. That is the floor plan editor overview. Thank you for watching.